Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we will be visiting Kris in his studio. He will be having a solo exhibition in Wentworth Gallery here in Sydney soon. Let's take a peek at his preparation and check out his finished art pieces.
Hello.
Hi Kris!
Hi everyone. I'm good. Welcome to the gallery. I am getting ready for my solo exhibition with Wentworth Galleries in a few weeks' time. We've got here a lot of new works that will be exhibited, so this is going to be an exclusive preview of what you're going to see if you're in Sydney during my solo exhibition. Majority of these paintings are still waiting to be framed, but I'm creating a work that's exploring themes about light and the emotion behind the landscape as we see and appreciate the natural light that we see in nature. Yeah, so I'm going to show you which ones I've done so far. I've got this, which is part of the Sacred Realm series that's inspired by the Australian landscapes. A lot of burnt sienna and a lot of reds and some of the yellow colors of the sunsets of Australia. And there's a very textured piece, that one. Lots and lots of layers of oil as well, and I think that makes it look so ethereal. And I also have another landscape which is more of like a mystic foggy scene, kind of like an abstract landscape, but so inspired by the light that you can see in the landscapes of Australia and New Zealand. There are some certain places where early in the morning it's foggy and misty and it's all this beautiful light, and that's what I wanted to capture in this piece. I also have another blue version of a Sacred Realm. This one in particular has a lot of gold pigments in there, and I particularly like the yellow part of it that gives a very beautiful contrast with a dark blue tones that you can see in there, and the light looks like it's glowing, and the way to do that is use this particular yellow, which is almost like the lemon yellow color, and that just brings a beautiful glow and luminosity on a landscape. And here's another one, which is a very classic painting that I do. Very ethereal, layers and layers of oil as well, with this mystic clouds, and there's also hints of sunsets, and then all those textures. It's so beautiful in real life. When you see them, it's almost as if you really wanted to touch it, but ideally we shouldn't be touching original works. And I think what I like in this particular work is the balance of the light and shadows, and its overall composition. I think it really captures the essence of Sacred Realm series, which depicts all these mysterious landscapes that only reside in my imagination, really. And but yeah, all inspired by the things that we see in nature. I have some smaller pieces as well. So this one is another one, and if you look closely, it's almost three-dimensional, but you have to look closely. And as you stare at the colors in there, it even looks like one of those multi-layered works where the yellow just kind of leaps out from the canvas, and the blue color just gives that nice contrast that makes the yellow even more vivid. Very textured as well, created in oil, and this will be framed in black, which I think will give it a beautiful finish. And I have some bigger pieces here too. We have a blue Sacred Realm and one that's fiery and very sunsetty, if there's a word like that.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very mystical, and this is inspired by the especially the composition. It's inspired by the mysterious mountains, and yeah, I just feel like when you stare at it, it feels like you are kind of hovering like a drone and seeing this beautiful view of this mystical world.
It also feels like underwater.
Mm.
Underwater world.
Yeah, it does feel like underwater world, like one of those, well, like those corals. But then you look at it, and it's like, oh, it looks like mountains too.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the beauty with semi-abstract work. The landscape is not, all the details of the landscape are not revealed to you, and so you look at it and you start trying to make sense of what you see, and you start creating all those stories in your mind based on the familiar things that you've seen in the past, and before you know it, the painting has kind of captured you and you created your own story. And that's what I believe, how paintings can be personal. And a lot of times when art collecting, the painting would actually choose you.
Wow.
Because by the time you stand in front of a piece, you just know straight away the connection when you resonate with it. And that's what you listen to when you're collecting art. It doesn't happen every day when an artwork brings you all these emotions. And if you can feel and sense that kind of connection, then you definitely go for it, because it tells a lot in terms of who you are as a person and what you like and what are the dreams and the things around you, things that you don't even know about yourself, but then you get attracted to a particular work and you slowly understand in terms of those subconscious desires that you have in your life. So somehow art appreciation and art collecting really reveals something about yourself too, which I think is a great way of getting to know yourself whilst appreciating the beauty of art. Yeah.
Are you happy to show us to your
I'm going to show you, but it's a huge mess right now. So this is part of the building. The second level is where I do my paintings. My canvases are pretty much everywhere. I don't even have enough room to have all of them here. And yet you just got to do what you got to do with the little space that you have. I've got a lot of works that are still waiting to have the final layer. And like this blue piece, which I've already started, but it just needs a couple of layers, I think, and then it should be all good to go. I also have another one here, which is like a sunset. I have a huge piece that I'm working on. It's almost there. Not really almost there. I'm just like halfway through. But this is actually taller than me. It's 1.8 meters high. And this is a triptych, 3 pieces that would give us a total of around 4.5 meters.
Oh my God, it's so
Which I think is quite exciting.
Where's the third piece?
The third piece is right outside because I don't have a space anymore. So if you come around, I'm actually kind of having, I actually have a huge piece here, which I'll be putting a layer soon. Inspired by these still waters in the landscape, the colors of the still water against those rock formations. It's a huge piece, and yeah, it just needs a lot more layers of oil by this time.
We still have more.
So I've got more around there too. I've got this another piece, which is a new palette, which I don't normally do, but this is just the initial layer. Kind of have this mint green colors against the
Right, it looks refreshing.
colors of
Green color.
the earth.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes when it's done, because these paintings look so different when they're finished. But that's how they look like before they end up in the gallery walls.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so guys, if you are in Sydney, if you're in Sydney, come and join us on our opening night on the 20th of March. we will be opening my solo exhibition entitled Lux Eterna, which is about eternal light. 20th of March, Wentworth Galleries, 175 Pitt Street in Sydney.
Wow, thank you so much